Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Ayo, coba lagi.
Full power!
Sorry. Ooh. Sorry. Ooh.
Blue team has slain the turtle!
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very sorry. We here at MPL are very sorry. There was a technical issue here. A little bit of a short circuit happened in the English desk, and now we are back. Again, very sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies from the MPL team and from us casters as well. We're back in the game, though, for BIGETRON Alpha versus Rebellion Zion. 3 minutes in.
And it does seem like BIGETRON Alpha with a 1,000 gold lead already, so they have opted for a very aggressive composition here. But Rebellion Zion as well, as now they're going to be rotating towards his bottom side and put a lot of pressure on Cerezo here.
Oh, Cerezo taken very low. First blood on point by Rebellion Zion. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. Rebellion Zion strike first here. 800 gold lead, though, still for BIGETRON Alpha.
Still going back and forth for the moment as 13 seconds are left on the clock here for the next turtle to spawn. And now that BIGETRON Alpha, they do have the Atlas on key, it gives them a little bit of an advantage when it comes down to the momentum, and even without it.
It is going to be a kill over to Rebellion Zion once again. That knockout strike by Dyron. BIGETRON Alpha still holding on to that gold lead, though, wanting to go for the turtle. Rebellion Zion have the man advantage. Cerezo jumps in with a falling star moon onto Dyron, looking for a play. Moreno trying to micromanage that mid wave. Dyron is low right now. Turtle reset it, going in again, and that's gonna be Max winning the retry battle. Turtle slain by BIGETRON Alpha as they look towards Fearless. Shadow Assault popped in, and Max picks up the kill. An amazing retry by BTR secures them that gold lead back.
Despite being a bit pushed back in the early game by Rebellion Zion, together as a team, BIGETRON is just a lot more solid. Rebellion might have the edge when it comes to those skirmishes, but right now, Max on that Retribution is just absolutely on point.
You can't
Super
spell
fresh.
Max without Axe.
Nope.
No, you can't. And
Nope.
you guys can get the new Axe effect. The better you smell.
The better you play. And as you can see here with a 2,000 gold lead now, BIGETRON Alpha, they really are picking up the tempo. Rebellion Zion, they're trying their best to be able to allow Hayes to reach his power spikes as Wijanarko is going to start to try and babysit and pressure Marky away as he is on that Claude.
Right now, though, with the Cult Altar available, in the later stages, Hayes will be able to do a lot of damage on the Irithel. But right now, Wijanarko is the main target. Blazing Duet gets used by Marky, but they are still able to survive from it.
Oh man, Max is hunting them down, looking for that Shadow Assault. Wants to go for the reset, but a nice slow by Hayes there. Meanwhile, bottom side, Cereza gonna get ganked again. It's another trade on the board for Rebellion Zion, who are fighting back in this game.
Yeah, they're not letting it slide at all. They're not standing idly by. They're trying to look for trades on the board, but BIGETRON Alpha, with the additional wave clear in that top side, they're going to be able to chunk that turret a little bit more. 6 minutes in now, we do have a little bit more time to dive into the items.
Dairon already has a Bloodlust Axe, so he's going to be even more dominant in this lane, and that seems to be the main idea, right? Rebellion Zion wants to try and get Dairon ahead, and that way, they can use him to exert pressure to shut down Sorizo in the side lane, because Sorizo, he's a very strong laner, but he doesn't do a lot of roams. He only plays in that lane. That's usually his style of play. So with Dairon on the Paquito, he can try and mitigate that playmaking potential a lot more. But Max is going for the tank build, so Rebellion Zion has a big issue in trying to deny Max from his objectives.
And again, it's another neutral objectives going to the hands of BTR. 3 turtles, all secured by BTR. But Rebellion Zion have been putting some pressure on the map, mostly in that bottom side. Dairon able to pick up a turret up top, grabbing it with a discount code just like you guys can, with a 90% discount over at grb.to/MPL. Go get yourself some food because this is a best of 5.
2,000 still shifting back and forth at the moment, but it does seem like BIGETRON Alpha has the better map control and the lane pressure, despite Rebellion Zion being able to get an additional turret there in the bottom side. We do see a shift in terms of those lanes as Claude is swapping with Sorizo, and we'll see exactly what pressure they can do. Still 70 seconds left on the clock, and they do still have much time if they want to look for some compensation on the board.
Marky has finished his Golden Staff at 7 minutes and 40 seconds, so that's a lot of damage output at the highs, but look at that. Oof, BIGETRON Alpha just going very aggressively, using those ultimates without hesitation. That is what you want to see, but that also means that things are progressing a lot faster, and they might just make a mistake.
Oh, no Cult Altar on Moreno right now. He's going to be taken down by Swaylo and Dairon with the real-world manipulation. Kido goes in for fatal links. Damage coming in from Marky as he goes in for Blazing Duet. Key taken down, picked up, double kill for Swaylo as Marky finds a trade. Fearless looking for another, has the Detonus welcome here. Not going to use it just yet. Max waiting in the bush, looking for a flank. Still BTR grasping, holding on to that gold lead, but Rebellion are slowly but surely getting back in this game.
Well, depending how this plays out later on in the late game, BIGETRON Alpha has a bit of an advantage. They have a lot more AoE crowd control, they have Sustain, and they have Esmeralda and Claude, right? A good mix of magical and physical damage, and it all comes out very reliably. But of course, they have to try and get the perfect setup for it. And with Wijanarko on that Diggy, it's going to be a bit difficult, especially because with the Gi and the Diggy in tandem, that's a lot of poke damage that BIGETRON Alpha needs to try and contend with.
But so far, Wijanarko has been forced to use his time journey a lot earlier than anticipated. Whenever he gets chunked low, he pops it off. And that could actually be the loophole that BIGETRON needs, realizing that none of the members from the Rebellion Zion have actually opted to pick up that Purify.
Uh-oh, Key going to be caught in the Deathless Welcome, goes in for Fatal Links, that's going to be the time journey as well as Marky jumps in with the Blazing. We went to the back line, melting them down. High's going to be taken low, still able to back off. Cult Altar place, Dairon on the back lines, trying to go for that flank, unable to find a pick. It's a 0 for 0. Both teams disengaging super well as Dairon tries his best to clear the mid lane. Max is already on the Lord, taking it to half HP. Swaylo trying to look for an opening here with Dairon, who is there as well. Moreno gonna be caught there. That's where the knockout strike coming in. Max securing the first Lord of the game with his retribution. BTR right now are out macroing Rebellion Zion.
It felt like Rebellion Zion didn't have the nerves to go in for the contest as well, as most of their ultimates were on cooldown, right? And their composition relies heavily on those with the real-world manipulation, the time journey, even Daytona's welcome perhaps from Fearless. So because of those things that weren't available to them. But Key,
Again with the fatal links, but the dive journey once again by Region Arco. Marky, oh my goodness! So much damage placed onto the Rebellion members. That's a 1 for 0 still for Rebellion. Marky wants to make it a 1 for 1 as Region Arco gets taken down. Both roamers are down. BTR looking to collapse on that mid lane turret with the Lord marching down top side. Rebellion don't really have the resources to go for the defense on this one. Suelo's very low. They will just lose that tier 1. Max jumps in, looking for the play. Gonna be brought back here.
Oh!
Placed by Moreno. Falling Star Moon, locking Fearless in place. But Chorizo will lose that Cold Ultra life. Dyron jumps in with a knockout strike, but Marky is an absolute monster on this Claude.
4,000 gold lead as of right now here for BIGETRON Alpha in the 11th minute as the push is collapsing at the same time here in all three lanes. Key looks in for another opportunity.
Another blazing duet by Marky. Fearless jumps in, goes for the death of his welcome. Gets out of the fatal links. High's looking for the kill. Key gonna be taken down, but look at the Rebellion members. 3 of them have fallen. Dyron looking for the defense, gets the knockout strike out, will be able to defend the base turret. But BTR, they waited all the way for Marky to scale, and here he is.
He's farming absolutely solid with a 6k gold lead. He does a lot of damage, and nothing Rebellion Zion can do right now can mitigate that. They don't have the kind of shielding or sustain to deal with that. The best they can hope for is for the members to actually build up their own physical defense. And of course, against Max, who is doing magical damage, that's going to be very difficult as well. So they are stuck trying and get favorable fights, but BIGETRON Alpha are the ones that constantly are able to dictate where they want that fight.
We can see even from the gold disparity between Marky as well as Highs, 2,000 difference. And that's approximately an item, no, Arashi?
It's more or less about an item. We take a look at it right now, and Marky, he only has 1 more item left to complete. Depending on how the game goes, he can adjust this depending on the situation. Whereas if you look at Highs, he has 2 more items left to build. So in the late game, I still think that Highs can do a lot more damage, but that's only if Marky hasn't just chunked everyone down with the Blazing Duet. They need to try and find a way to survive from that. And right now, it's a bit of a tall order.
Very, right? Like, what are you supposed to do against a Claude that is scaled to that? He has that many items in the 12th minute of the game. Usually, we see that Golden Staff being built around 8 to 9 minutes, but here in this game, the Claude is completely just snowballed as they're looking for Region Arco. Marky again, though, his battle mirror image, you need to take a look at that. Every single time, it's always so on point, and look, they were using, again, the waves, manipulating it for the Lord take. And Max is always just on those neutral objectives as Key now is going to be looking for the Fatal Links once again. Time Journey plays, but man, Fearless, he got melted down instantly. That's a tank. And BIGETRON just took him out like he's squishy.
Very clean by BIGETRON Alpha, the way that they're able to manipulate these waves. I mean, even then, we saw that Rebellion Zion was trying to split push that bottom side, but they couldn't. And now with the Lord going into the base, we'll see how they defend.
Called Alter plays the Blazing Duet by Marky. A double kill for Moreno, and it's a complete dominance game for BTR in game 1. What a performance! What a statement by the Red Robots.